Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the metal carbonyls and bonding in the metal carbonyls. First of all, what are metal carbonyls? Metal carbonyls are the coordination compounds in which the ligand is the carbonyl group. Ligand is carbonyl. So coordination compounds in which ligand is carbonyl group. Ligand is carbonyl group. That type of compounds are known as metal carbonyls. Example: nickel tetracarbonyl, FeCO taken 5, pentacarbonyl iron. Now in this one, nickel is bonded with 4 carbon monoxide ligands. In this case, the central atom iron is surrounded by 5 carbonyl groups. Similarly, CO is surrounded by cobalt is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is a polynuclear complex. Similarly, manganese, dimanganese, Mn2CO taken 10. This is also polynuclear. So this is surrounded by, each one surrounded by 5 CO ligands. Now what are metal carbonyls? The coordination compounds in which ligands are carbonyl group. Now nickel is surrounded by 4 carbonyl groups, iron is surrounded by 5 carbonyl groups. Here 2 cobalt atoms are surrounded by 8 carbonyl groups. In this one, manganese single bond and each one is bonded with 5 carbonyl groups. Now first of all, what about the hybridization of this one? In the formation of this one, sp3 hybridization takes place to give tetrahedral shape. In this one, the central atom iron undergo dsp3 hybridization to give trigonal bipyramidal shape. In this case, the central atoms undergo d2sp3. So octahedral is the shape of the complex. In this case also, d2sp3 takes place to give the shape of octahedral. So these are the metal carbonyls. Now we are going to discuss the bonding in the metal carbonyls. Okay. Now first of all, in carbon monoxide, there exists a sigma bond, pi bond and a dative bond. Now carbon monoxide has how many electrons? 6 plus 8 means 14 electrons are there. 14 electrons. The electronic configuration is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, followed by pi 2px, pi 2py, pi 2px, pi 2py, Now sigma 2pz2, whereas here pi star 2p and pi star 2p are vacant. These are vacant. So this is the electronic configuration of carbon monoxide. In carbon monoxide, this is highly occupied, highly occupied molecular orbital, HOMO, highly occupied molecular orbital. It possesses two electrons. The electron pair is loosely held. Electron pair is the sigma 2, 2pz. Sigma 2pz has two electrons, which are the electron pairs are loosely held. Loosely held. So they are ready to donate lone pair of electrons to the vacant orbital of metal atom. Now one more point, the carbon monoxide has two anti-bonding molecular orbitals. These are low unoccupied molecular orbitals. Low unoccupied molecular orbitals. Now because these are vacant, they have tendency to accept lone pair of electrons from the metal atom. I repeat once again, CO molecule has one orbital, sigma 2pz. This is highly occupied molecular orbital. Highly occupied molecular orbital. One more interesting point is the electron pair in this one are loosely held. So they are ready to donate. Ready to donation. Ready for donation. Ready to donate to the metal atom. To the metal atom. Okay. Similarly, there are two degenerated pi star or anti-bonding molecular orbitals. These are known as low unoccupied molecular orbitals. Because these are vacant, they have ability to accept lone pair of electrons from the metal atom. Now what happens in between metal atom and carbon monoxide molecule? Now first of all, metal atom has vacant d orbital. This is a vacant d orbital. At the same time, it possesses d orbitals with paired electrons. What about carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide has, I told you, sigma 2pz having paired electrons. Sigma 2pz having paired electrons. Okay. At the same time, it has, I told you, it has, that is pi star 2p, anti-bonding molecular orbital. It has vacancy. What happens between these two? Now between metal and carbon monoxide, that is the two electrons present in highly occupied molecular orbital sigma 2pz donate the pair of electrons to the vacant orbital of metal atom. Thus, a sigma bond is formed between carbon and metal atom. The sigma bond is formed by the overlapping of sigma 2pz orbital and vacant d orbital of metal atom. The sigma bond is formed by the overlapping of sigma 2pz orbital and vacant d orbital. Now as a result, what happens? On the carbon atom there will be formation of partially positive charge. Metal atom gaining the electrons will get partially negative charge. Now the partially negative charged metal atom now donate the lone pair of electrons to the vacant anti-bonding molecular orbital. Thus already one bond is formed. Later the next bond formed is known as pi bond. So pi bond is formed by the donation of electrons. Now metal atom contain electrons in the d orbital. The d orbital containing 2 electrons donate to the vacant anti-bonding molecular orbital. Thus, in between these two, one sigma bond and one pi bond is formed. So that's why the metal carbonyls have both sigma and pi character. Sigma and pi character. Sigma and pi character. Now what are the effects here? As a result here, what is happening? The sigma bond and pi bond mutually supplement with each other, or the mutual supplementation between sigma bond and pi bond is known as synergism, or this is known as synergic bond. This is known as synergic bond. Okay. Here sigma bond, because of sigma bond CO is donating lone pair of electrons. Because of pi bond metal atom is donating. They are mutually supplementing each other. This mutual reinforcement of sigma bond and pi bond is known as synergic bond, or the mechanism is known as synergism. Now, as a result of synergic bond, what happens? Bond between metal and carbon, bond order between metal and carbon increases. That means bond energy increases, or bond length decreases. At the same time, in case of CO bond, this bond is weakening. That means bond order decreases, bond energy decreases, or bond length increases. Now, when bond between carbon and metal begin to form, then what happens? Bond order between carbon and metal increases, while the bond order between these two decreases. That means metal and carbon bond is strengthening, whereas carbon and oxygen bond is weakening. So because of strengthening, the distance between these two decreases, bond length decreases, MC bond length decreases, whereas CO bond length increases because of weakening of the bond. Thus, the bonding is taking place in the metal carbonyls. I repeat once again. One sigma bond is formed by the donation of electron pairs of sigma 2pz to the vacant d orbital of metal. Thus a sigma bond is formed. After bond formation, carbon will get partially positive charge, metal atom will get partially negative charge. The partially negative charged metal atom donate lone pair of the d orbital to the vacant anti-bonding molecular orbital pi star 2p. Thus a pi bond is formed. Here what is happening? Mutual reinforcement of, that is sigma bond and pi bond, is taking place. This type of bond is called synergic bond. As a result of synergic bond, what happens? Bond between metal and carbon increases. Bond order between metal and carbon increases. Bond strengthens. As the bond strengthens, distance between these two centers decreases. At the same time, bond between carbon and oxygen is weakened. As the bond is weakened, the length between carbon and oxygen increases. These are the effects of metal carbonyl bonding. Okay, thank you.